Ja Rule said something real slick yesterday while I was on Instagram. And this is the statement that he said. Two things could be true at the same time. I'm not tolerating no disrespect. There is no safe space for disrespect around here. However, there is a right place at the right time, and we carry ourselves like a grown man. We go by a gentleman's code. And when he said that, I was like, that's powerful, that's deep. And more young men need to know about this. So I'm gonna make a whole video about it. So here we go. So let's go have a seat and we're gonna talk about it. You know, it's crazy that this beef has been going on for many years between 50 Cent, Ja Rule, and G Unit and all of them. It's just crazy. You know, but we're gonna dive into it because it's getting resurfaced with everything that 50 Cent been doing lately, you know. So I got my tablet here, got bullet points to keep me on track. Feel like I was rambling in the last two videos, and I don't want to do that to you guys. I want y'all to watch the video, get the content, and get up out of here. So we're gonna break this whole thing down in four parts. Four parts that we can easily recognize what we got going on and move forward. All right. So first part, no safe. There is no safe place around here for disrespect. All right. So once we realize that we in a situation where there's a whole bunch of disrespect going on and somebody is disrespecting us, we need to recognize what that disrespect is. Normally, most disrespect comes from a boundary issue and people testing their limits and seeing what they can get away with you. So now we need to recognize how we want to handle it. If they hooping and hollering and screaming, there's multiple ways that you can handle the situation, right? So we can either go, hey, you ain't gotta talk to me like that. You know, they keep talking, then you can choose if you want to engage more or you can choose to walk away. Every 100% of the time, you should always walk away. For an example, you at work and they's talking to you like you crazy, yelling at you and whatnot. You can go, hey, why are we yelling? We in a professional setting here. You may be disagree with anything that I got going on or what I'm saying, but you ain't got to yell at me. We're both grown. We both can talk it out. So can we lower our tones? And they continue to yell. You can say, well, obviously you escalated. I'm getting escalated, and we shouldn't be talking like this to each other in the workplace. So let's go ahead and end the conversation and let cooler heads prevail, and we could talk about this on a later date. And get up and proceed to walk out. Do not give them the opportunity to keep talking or keep trying to address you. You walk out, leave. It's okay for you to leave because it's not showing weakness, it's showing true strength. You give the correction, and if they don't want to correct themselves, then you remove yourself from the whole situation. And who become the bigger person at that point? You do, right? Part two, time, place, and the manner goes back to part one, right? We got time, place, and the manner. So how are we going to handle a lot of these things? Like, what's the intent behind all this aggression that this person got going on? I don't know why you mad at me over something small. There is no need for you to be mad at me over something that's so little and minuscule. We at work. It's not the right time to do it. Why are we arguing? Let's say we out on the street and you just out going grocery shopping and you got time today. Like you just chilling. You going grocery shopping and whatnot. The kids need some new shoes or the wife want to do some shopping and the dude being disrespectful. Let's say he's trying to flirt with your woman while y'all out shopping. How are you going to handle that? Because I know our pride gets real strong. We want to buck up when somebody trying to come against something that's ours. Hey man, that's mine. What you doing? And he probably like, nah, I like that. I want that. So are you going to address him in a manner where you're going to be over aggressive or are you going to be the protector? because you want your woman to know that you're gonna protect her at all times, right? So how are you going to handle the situation? How I would handle it is like, hey, she's taken. She's with me. Let's not be disrespectful. He, man, fuck that shit. I want that. Blah 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 blah. Man, you ain't gonna do something. You a whole bitch. Blah 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 blah. All right, I'm letting you know now. Leave us alone. Go about your day, and we're gonna go about ours. Man, nah. Fuck that shit. Blah 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 blah. What you want to do? I'm not finna get in a fight with this man inside of a Target or Walmart or anything like that because he wants to be aggressive. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at my girl and be like, you know what? You got it, baby. Let's get up out of here. We can go to a different Target. We can go to a different Walmart. Because I'm not finna lose my life because this dude wanna act all hard and bad and whatnot because he wants to take what's mine. No, we getting the fuck up out of here. There's multiple different Walmarts, there's multiple different Targets around here. Long as he didn't put his hands on you or her, man, leave. Exit stage right. There ain't no point of you trying to sit up there and go back and forth with this dude about something that's already belong to you. You stood up for what's yours. You stood your ground. Now he talking about he want to take it to an altercation where they don't need to go there when we know that we got jobs, lives to deal for, like our kids and stuff, whatnot. I ain't gonna deal with that. Man, get up out of here. You can go get arrested on your own. You want to act Mr. Badass. I'm out. Me and my girl, we're gonna walk up out of there. We're gonna go to a different Target. Or if we was already done with our shopping, we just gonna head to the checkout, pay for the stuff. If she forgot a little odd end, we can swing to a different spot and pick it up on a different time. Or while we out, we just go to a different one that's closer by the house and we pick it up. Simple as that. You know? Part 3, we're gonna go with the gentleman's code, right? It's all about self-respect and non-negotiables. I'm not finna lower my tolerance for nobody. I got too much respect. I'm protecting my peace. I'm not finna let you to come in and intervene on what I got going on for myself and how I'm moving in life. I'm not negotiating with you. I learned very early on with Jay Z's song when he was beefing with Nas, and he said, "I don't argue with fools, because people from a distance can't tell who is who." Once I heard that line, I automatically knew what that meant. I'm not finna sit here and argue with you because between me and that person, this could be a big thing. We arguing going back and forth, but if everybody else that's watching the argument, we both look like some jackasses. So I'm not finna subject myself to looking stupid in front of these people that I don't know, and they judging a narrative on me as I'm this aggressive person when I don't need to. You're not worth my time. You ain't put your hands on me, and you ain't put your hands on somebody that I love. Man, you can mix me with that bullshit. You can call me whatever you want to call me. You can call me an asshole. You can call me ugly. You can call me the N word. You can do whatever you want to say. If you ain't put your hands on me, man, you got it. I'm everything and then some. I'm moving on. I'm not negotiating with you. You can cross whatever boundaries you want with your mouth. But the moment you put your hands on me, then I have all self-defense rights to fuck you up. We can go squabble now because you decide to put your hands on me. And that's when you have the all right moment to squabble up if you want to, right? So I wouldn't necessarily say that I want you to go out there and be ready to throw hands with somebody for any given reason. But if they put their hands on you, then you can go there. But when it's all about this, talking back and forth, screaming and yelling at somebody, man, let that go. Because it's not even worth it. Because like I said, we have things that we got going on for ourselves. What happened, let's say you are a person that's working in the corporate world. You got a big job, big corporate job, and you the face of the company. And they sitting out, they sit you out on an airplane to go do a trip. And you notice you had the childhood bully is sitting behind you. And he noticed you and he got his phone out. Mr. Big Shot, you think you know who you whoa, 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 whoa. I'm finna whoop your motherfucking ass. Woo, 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 woo. Why are we doing all that? I haven't seen you in forever, however long. Why are you trying to come at me all weird and awkward? I ain't got time for you. Yo, go on with that BS. I ain't trying to hear it, man. I'm here on a official business trip. I ain't trying to deal with you. Nah, man, I'm finna whoop your motherfucking ass, you little punk ass bitch. And trying to fuck with me, throwing little peanuts and shit at me and whatnot. Oh, yo, can I get my seat moved? Or can you tell this man behind me not to be doing this? Because if I fight with this dude on the plane, those are federal charges. So I'm finna be this face of the company fighting with some unknown lower level person behind me and catch a federal charge, and then I lose my job. Now I can't take care of my kids. Mm-mm, we ain't having all that. I can remove myself from the situation, get a different seat, and go on about my life and let this low life person behind me deal with whatever he got going on. Because obviously his ego is not that big. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot going on. So what I can say is what Ja Rule said is true. Two things can be true at the same time. We're not gonna tolerate no disrespect, but we need to handle it at the right place at the right time. There is truth in all of those statements, and that is the real gentleman code. So let me ask you guys this, and y'all can drop it down in the comments. How would you feel if you was on a plane, or if you was at work, or if you was at the grocery store, and somebody disrespect you and they did not put their hands on you, and they disrespect you, how would you do? Would you crash out, or would you choose to walk away? You let me know. Until then, much love.